was my chance to join a band on tour. I never had been on the road before. To pass this up, I'd be a fool. Wasn't doing much in school. I knew this was my first big break. To pass this up would be a big mistake. I longed to see the land, so I joined the band. Take a long ride through the night. The road is slick, so hold on tight. Trucks pass by with little warning. 5:30 in the morning. Playing dances in Midwestern towns for folks dressed up in Western suits and gowns. Drive from Texas to Alaska, one stop in Nebraska. Atlantic City, play the pier. The diving horse is wild with fear, and my metabolism slowed from life out on the road. Life out on the road. Life out on the road. Life in cars and cheap motels, tiny rooms with funky smells. A band of gypsies on the road, sell your body, sell your soul. Endless roads that never turn. You never stop, you never learn. And for lady friends, you got no time, right there in your prime. The road trip finally ends, and you find you've made yourself some lifelong friends. But you've turned from a prince into a toad from life out on the road. Life out on the road. Chaotic and most unprosaic, but another little piece in life's mosaic. Maybe someday write an ode about life out on the road. Life out on the road. Life out on the road. Life out on the road.
Oh yes, oh yes. Trophies there. Trophies. Look, he's in two places. You don't usually see. Oh, wait. Look, he's in the scene on the right. He's in the scene in the middle, and now he's on the scene on the left. He's in the scene on the left, or on the scene in the left. Viking, Viking, Viking. I don't get that one. 3 trophies. 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I get around. I certainly do. I certainly know. He certainly does. Yes, yes. It's tomorrow night, folks. I just realized, remember tomorrow night I'm at Mesro with Ray Gowan. And he sent me the music. This is Nardis. Great song. I think we can do that one. If I Had You. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, I know that one. I've done that one with it. Acting Up. Boom, boom, boom. But yeah, I know that one. Just a second. Now we gotta make sure I know the music here. There's the chords to it. Okay, very good. +1. One, two, 4, 1, 2. The bass parts alone will not make much of a 2-track mind. Do 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 do. Yeah, I know that one. It's the same stuff we played before. Zombette. Do 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 do. Oh, there's nothing to this. It's too easy. He said, no, I'll practice it. I'll look it over tomorrow. In case Ray's looking tonight, I won't take it for granted. Let me see what we got here. See if I have a better scene than this. See if I can, see if this, oh, look at this. Isn't that sweet? That's Hope, New Jersey. That's the lake at Hope, New Jersey, where we will, I hope to, don't just my wrenches looking in. I just wanted to know where we will be living there after give her a chance to find a new place, and we will be moving on. But that's the lake in the winter, obviously. Well, how late? I bet you. Oops. Okay, that's how that goes. Let's play it again. I think I had the perfect music for that. Just a second. Something touching and sentimental. I have it. Let's see now. Let's try that again. Come on now. Play for me. Don't be stubborn. Let's go to another scene. Go back to this and see if it plays. No, don't understand that one. Just played, didn't it? Something I don't understand. There's something I don't get. Media source. Oh, well, we'll try it again. down, 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 down. Wow, 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 wow. Oh, they call it the good old Mountain Dew. And what refuses this fear? That's hope, isn't it? Yes, yes, it is. Oh, mama, if you fill up my jug with that good old Mountain Dew. That's looking east towards New York.
They call it that good old Mountain Dew.
They sure do.
And them what refuse it is few.
I think it should be the background music for the whole.
Hush up, mama, if
Just
you
keep it
fill
running
up
on
my
a
jug
loop.
with that good old Mountain Dew.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you do you?
They call it that good old Mountain Dew. And them what refuse it is few.
I see.
Mama, if you fill up my jug with that good old Mountain Dew.
Tour the world in comfort. Viking. Tour your world. Tour the world. Viking. Tour the world in comfort.
That good old Mountain Dew. And them what refuse it is few. I'll hush up, mama, if you fill up my jug with that good old Mountain Dew.
I've been making up verses for everybody here. My good friend Bill. My good friend Bill, he watches my live stream still. He shares us his point of view. He gets a bit lugubrious when you give him some good old Mountain Dew. I think I can write him about everybody. I think I will write verses about everybody. Because I now have the track and I can just put as many vocals in it as I want and just... I haven't put any vocals in because today I had to work at the Museum of Folk Art Museum. I played there with Bill Wurtzel.
They call it that good old Mountain Dew.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Them what refuse it is few. I'll hush up, mama, if you fill up my jug with that good old Mountain Dew.
Yeah, he's great. That boy plays some good banjo or whatever the hell that instrument is. I don't quite understand what that instrument would be. But played there with Bill today. And tomorrow night I'm going to be at Mesro. I'm going to record the whole thing. I'm going to clandestinely record the whole evening so I have background music for us. Ooh, that's a very fine idea, a very sneaky idea. And I have to bring what I have to do is, I'll tell Ray won't care. I've got to bring my light because down there the lights are poor. Got to remember to bring my light. Anyway, that's the scene. Let's see, did I do anything different here? No, I didn't do too much. Although I like this scene. I like this scene with, I gotta put Troph in there too and then take a picture. Ta-da! Da-da-da. I gotta find a way to be able to put in something I don't understand. I outlined Troph got a beautiful picture of him, but in a program that won't let me directly plunk things into the show. It always comes out with a white background or a black background using up too much space. Oh well, it's never mind. Never mind. I'll figure that out. I'll get that. Meanwhile, I'll be right with you. He takes a sip of today's fine brew. It's a combination of Starbucks and J-Bucks. I'm writing a new one-man show for myself. And I was thinking about a topic that I really like because it goes something like this. Let me just share the idea with you. Somehow I get into saying, every good boy does fine. Every good boy does fine. Every good boy does fine. Which is the mnemonic, MEEMONIC, which I finally got together for the bass clef. Or at least I was. Everybody else taught that. I was taught that. No. Good boys do fine always. That's the bass clef. G B D F A. G B D F. Which is actually a G9. Discuss the G. Every good boy does fine. But I knew that that was another thing. That's another topic altogether, which I'm going to write out. The one I was thinking about was tuning the bass and just saying, tuning the bass. And explaining that, somehow getting to explain that when the bass is, when it's out of tune, you may be able to hear a beat. I can't hear the beat today. Yes, I hear it is. Hear the beat clearly. Let me just let's put it this way. There it is. And explain what that beat is. blend into each other. It's because their vibrations are in sync with each other. This is, I don't know what this D is. This is A440, this D is up 440, 500, something like that. 510, something, I have to work that out. I'm discussing how if you make anything in the universe vibrate 440 times a second, you'll get this tone. But you have to find something that can vibrate 440 times a second, like a string, piece of metal, glass. But and in talking about that, I've lost my thread because I just started writing the idea this morning. You go down an octave, it's 220 vibrations a second. You go down another octave, it's 110 vibrations a second. And all over the universe, this law applies. It's a form of string theory without getting into quantum mechanics or deep space physics or whatever it is that string theory is. The fact is that, and if this is 110, and if I could go down another octave, it would be, oh, I did it at the piano yesterday, didn't I? Did I do it at the piano yesterday? What was it? Oh no, I was talking to somebody. No, I didn't do it at the piano. I was talking to somebody this morning and playing the piano and figuring that out. And then just writing out clearly what 110, what these cycle things mean and how you tune an instrument and how, when you do that, you're just achieving a normal physics for the universe. Anything that you can make vibrate 110 times a second will sound like this. Because that's, although, I mean, I have to be perfectly accurate, because this might be, the bass might be tuned a little higher. What I'm thinking is 110 might be 111, 112, or 108, 109. And then pondering the universe. So many galaxies and planets do exist. So many galaxies and planets do exist. Is it so many galaxies? So many galaxies and planets do exist. A million billion stars out there, astronomers insist. Red stars, blue stars, white stars, supernovae just abounding. The possibilities for life are just astounding. Atoms crashing, planets smashing, nuclear explosions. Crater scars, giant scars, or simple soil erosion. Temperatures on suns that run 1 billion degrees. And little planet full of birds and bees. But the billions of the stars out in the universe are slowly burning out, their energies disperse. According to my sources, in 500 trillion years, the final star will flicker out, fulfilling all our fears. Yes, one day the final star will simply flicker out, leaving total darkness and cold ash scattered about. God will sit and watch until that final flicker's done. She'll put her feet up on her desk and say, now that was fun. Back onto a pinhead will go matter, mice and men. Try it all again. Others say the universe will simply just contract back into a little ball amazingly compact. Little ball. Okay. Just a second. It's called Galaxies and Planets. And we were about to get the whole version of it right now. Get the whole version correctly. Because it's an important little part of my show. It's going to be an important part of it. He said, hopefully, galaxies and planets. Galaxies and planets. Copy. Oh, look at that. There it is in all its glory. Come to me, baby. Oh, there it is. Ah, just print it out. The sound of a printer hard at work. Here's the sliding music. Why, it's a one-pager. How about that? One little page. I'd never write a song that short. I'd never write anything that short. Watch out, I'm getting enthusiastic about this whole affair. So many galaxies and planets. So many galaxies and planets do exist. A million billion stars out there, astronomers insist. Red stars, blue stars, white stars, supernovae just abounding. The possibilities for life are just astounding. Atoms smashing, planets crashing, nuclear explosions. Giant stars, craters, scars, simple soil erosion. Temperatures on suns that run 10 billion degrees, and one little planet full of birds and bees. But the billions of the stars out in the universe are slowly burning out, their energies disperse. According to my sources, in 100 billion years, the final star will flicker out, fulfilling all our fears. Yes, one day the final star will simply flicker out, leaving total darkness and cold ash scattered about. God will sit and watch until that final flicker's done. She'll put her feet up on her desk and say, you know, that was fun. Boo 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 bee da do da do 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 dee da do da do 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 do. Others say the universe will simply just contract back into a little ball amazingly compact. Back onto a pinhead will go matter, mice and men. To do it all again.
novel planet cannot be denied. There doesn't seem to be much we can do to change that plan. So just live your life. So do not fret, just live your life and love your fellow man. There doesn't seem to be much we can do to change the plan. So do not fret. Live your life and love your fellow man. Love your fellow man. Oh my gracious goodness. There's a certain lack of that these days. Certain lack of that. Being so encouraged by one Florida resident in a big place. In a big place full of state secrets. I wonder if he's still got some more down there. I wonder if he still has it. Probably does. Anyway, it's not a, it's a physically correct song. And I bring God into it, the concept of God, only to make it a woman. Otherwise, I wouldn't bother bringing that concept into it. But I want to make God a woman any chance I get, because it's nice to deal with that stereotype. But that's it. And so I'm going to have to use my talk of how to tune the bass and about A440 and how A440, it's really vibrations and vibrations, 440 vibrations per second. And if you get off that, then the vibrations start to clash with each other, and that's when you hear that bad intonation, because the air, this is, that's what you're hearing, and where you're hearing it from is the air vibrating, sound waves vibrating, and when it hits your eardrum, the vibrations hit your eardrum, and you hear boom. And you're hearing it come from here, because this is the source of the waves. So the waves go out from here in every direction, as far as they can. They don't go back here very well, but they somehow they'll go back here and go around, because you can hear it back there, because it fills up the room. It's a very fascinating thing. And it's that way all over the universe. And that's why this bass is such well, I'm going to work on this speech and then go into so many. And then I'm going to do, let me see then if I really understand this. You split a photon, a particle of light. Someone half screaming down a tunnel to the left, and the other down a tunnel to the right. Other down a tunnel to the right. And then you put the photon then you separate the photon, it has about 14.5 miles. Anyway, it's a science, so maybe I can find a better song than that. But I may include it. I may have to include it. I think I will. And just make it a strong piece of music with a lyric that's scientific. Let's put it that way. Let's see if I have any other lyrics that deal with science. Let me see. Let me just look at my big lyric list and see if I have big song list. Let's see. Big song list. Big song list. Jay's big song list. Last open it. So let's see what it comes up to. Come on, open up. Don't hide. Don't hide. Oh, there it is. That's not the biggest song list. This bigger? Yeah, this one's bigger.
Don't you wish Gasparo, life in the Middle Ages, photons, galaxies, and planets. Curtains, couple from Duluth, Dodgers, Louis Belson, Ducks, Potato Head, Change My Occupation. Song called Mobile Home, Look Down Off a Bridge, Playboy Club. Mama Chevrolet, They're Coming to Get Me, Little Henry. God-fearing boy, he really was the most God-fearing boy. Potato Head. Life on the Road, Customs Cherry Bomb, I Don't Want to Drink Tomorrow, Me and Margaret Aging Plain, Trouble, Woe Is Me, Caribbean Island, Clap on 1 and 3, Big City, First Day After Your Birthday Blues. Okay, where'd you get that? A couple from the Island, Smile. Mama, don't you think we ought to be leaving? Mama, don't you think you... Sympathy and Fresh Cash Blues, I Got the Blues, Let the Flower Grow, Double Parking Blinds. Well, sometimes I think Giant Flies, Endless Nights, and House Waste. That's 68 songs. Big song list. Big Little Lies song list. No, that's not it. Come on now. It's a big song list. $426.18. Oh, there's a nice one. When I was a little boy, I dug out. Here's a nice song. Let's see this one. Bass aboard a plane. Change my occupation. Dizzy. Freud and the Irish. Glenn Miller. Goodbye. Hindenburg. I got the blues. You know, I had not written enough science songs. Maybe I have. Oh, I could always throw nuclear in, which I would. There you go. Nuclear. That's a good science song. At first I thought I knew what I was doing. Then I found that I was wrong. In spite of everything, nuclear. Let's just put nuclear out there. Nukular. Lyrics. Pages. Here it comes. Oh yeah. Maybe that's a good way to maybe that's what we'll deal with. Hear the sound of the happy printer. Yes, I'll find a way to throw this in because it's a funny song, and I'll throw it into the science section of my show. There's some idea like we human beings have gotten so clever and so dangerously clever. We've learned how to split the atom. We've learned tons of nuclear technology. But in spite of that, I have one problem with that term. At first I thought I knew what I was doing. Then I found out I was wrong. In spite of what I thought was right, the world has shown me otherwise, and so I had to write another song. Well, you see, I always thought the word was nuclear, as in nuclear power, nuclear generation. But now I find the word is really nuclear. Yes, nuclear is the proper pronunciation. Yes, it's a nuclear, Nukular. Say it, and you'll quickly come to love it. Nukular, Nukular. Say it. Show the world we're stupid and proud of it.
Nuclear has two U sounds that roll right off the tongue. Nuclear has two U sounds that roll right off the tongue. Nuclear has two U sounds that roll right off the tongue. Nuclear. It's macho, it's athletic. While nuclear is feminine, it's weak, it's far too gentle. Nuclear is passive, it's pathetic. Nuclear is passive, it's pathetic. Nuclear is hard to say. It sounds suspiciously like French. Just too meek and humble. While nuclear is powerful, it has a certain je ne sais quoi that says it's rough and is ready to rumble. Yes, it's nuclear, N-U-K-U-L-A-R. Now I say it with no fear, though how the pronunciation went from nuclear to nuclear still remains unclear. Still remains uncular. Oh, dear, I screwed up. Yes, it's nuclear. And while it may seem peculiar, now I say it with no fear, though how the pronunciation went from nuclear to nuclear still remains uncular. Okay, perhaps I'm being ugly. Okay, perhaps I'm being nasty. Being ugly and only getting uglier. Okay, perhaps I'm being ugly, nasty, being ugly and only getting uglier. But with the dumbing down of America today, I want to go right for the jugular. Yes, it's nuclear, that's the way you say it. Any other way is just too taxing. Nuclear, it rolls right off the tongue. With nuclear, the uvula's relaxing. Nuclear, N-U-K-U-L-A-R. Say it and you'll quickly come to love it. Nuclear, N-U-K-U-L-A-R. Show the world we're stupid, really stupid. Show the world we're stupid and proud of it. Well, we're showing the world we're stupid. Look who we elected. But that's another story altogether. I'm getting more political. I shouldn't do that. I've lost a lot of viewers over that. I've lost a lot of people who just, when a large percentage of the country voted for him, and I start dissing him, they tune out quick. But Nuclear is a good song, and Nuclear will have to be in my science section of this show. Absolutely. Galaxies and planets, nuclear, and maybe even photons. Photons is it's not funny, but it's a good science song. It has to do with entanglement, what they say entanglement is. When particles somehow or other are in touch with each other, even if they're separated by half a universe, they're still in touch with each other, and they do exactly. It doesn't make any sense to me, but that's what they say. And they've proven it, that two particles, and the point was they take a particle and make it go through a maze. They split it and make it go through a maze, and the other half is 14 miles apart and makes all the same decisions that the other half made instantaneously. There's no like mini delay for the speed of light for them to communicate. They just do it instantaneously. So obviously reality is something that we don't really understand too well. That's very good. I like that. See, that's a nice little speech. And then when I say the uvula is relaxing, you understand what the uvula is. It's the little thing that hangs down the back of your mouth whose purpose I don't know what it is exactly. The uvula. But when you say nuclear, you have to use the back of your mouth. But with nuclear, the uvula is relaxing. I think that's kind of funny, actually. I think there's some real humor in that concept. Anyway,
I'm learning to play with my index finger more and more. Well, that's pretty good. I like that because you see, just the process of sitting down and discussing all this stuff in front of everybody, I really added to the show. So I'm going to, I think I'll find galaxies and planets, just for the hell of it. Well, there's any room for Mountain Dew in my show, I have to find it out. Well, that's right, unclear. And that's what I said. One of my lyrics is, Al, one of these lyrics is, yes, it's nuclear, and while I may seem peculiar, now I say it with no fear. Though how the pronunciation went from nuclear to nuclear still remains uncular, I said. Nuclear. Unclear. Instead of unclear, it's uncular. Like nuclear. It's spelled the same way. Nuclear is unclear is unclear. Nuclear is spelled the same way, but it's, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. But that's right. It becomes unclear. That's right. Anyway, that's a very good idea, and I've got myself in good shape for my science section of this show. I have to make sure as soon as I say goodnight to you all, to put that into a folder and make sure it actually I actually don't forget it, because that could be forgotten. I could forget that. So what's really important for me, let me see, I have to do something here. I gotta get rid of the YouTube chat. That's it. That's what I should have done. Let me see do I have any of that? Do I have any of those songs around? Do I know his problem? No. Trouble. No. I don't see it. I don't see any of those songs right here in my right in front of me. Sorry, I'm just looking through old Endless Nights, Galaxies and Planets. So many guys, we've already done this. Oh, here's one that sort of deals with a scientific. Oh, check this out. This has a very much a scientific edge to it.
This song got written as I stood in Riverside Park years ago,
waiting for the comet Kohutek. Kohutek never showed. But this song appeared out of nowhere. They're coming to get me. The signs are very clear. They're coming to get me. The time is very near. 2 weeks ago I saw them leaving Venus, and there's only 50 million miles between us. The signs are very clear. They'll soon be here, and they're coming to get me. They're coming to get me. They will cause no harm. They're coming to get me. There's no need for alarm. Listen, you can hear the cosmic clatter of neutron engines spewing antimatter. I can hear them in my room. I first heard them in the womb. They're coming to get me. They first came for me when I was small. My parents did not understand it all. I wished to go, but they would not let me, and that upset me. They're coming to get me. Take me to their land. They're coming to get me. I hope you'll understand. They want to do experiments.
Hello, Bill. How are you?
Some genes and human
Good,
chromosomes.
good. I was just reading back the text, and I saw that you missed the thing about Vikings, and I said, oh my heavens, I forgot what it was too. I did a pseudo commercial based on the Viking lines, the ships that they show on television sailing, and this woman, this obsequious older British woman says, Viking, explore your world in comfort. So I just did new readings of it. Explore your world in comfort. and I made a little video of it and I put it on. I will make sure that when the next time we meet, which will probably be, it won't be tomorrow because I'm going to be at Mesro tomorrow, maybe Friday night. I will play it so you get to see the whole cotton picking mess. With Ray Gallen. You know Ray? Oh, he's a really good player. He's a teacher at City College, and he's extremely knowledgeable. You know, one of those guys. Extremely knowledgeable, but can really swing and play beautifully. Plays beautifully. And he and I became friends. I started working with him at Arturo's a couple of years ago. We've just become good friends, and we work a lot together. So it's fun. Wait a minute. No, Arturo's. No, Arturo's downtown on the pizza joint. Oh, right. I'm sorry, Mesro. Yes, that's 15 minutes from your house. Mike Morgenstern. What's his name? Oh, fuck. Yes, the one in Cherry down. Well, yeah. I'm not going to be there. I'm going to be down at Mesro with him. So that'll be tomorrow night. But Friday night, if you're around, the next time you're around, I'm going to pull it out and make sure I play it. I'm going to have it ready for you. That was the whole thing. And I put it online, and people have been laughing about it all over the place. Oh, wait a minute. Your Mountain Dew line. Brewing Mountain Dew is a science. You must have good vibrations. But he made out his will substituting a pill for good. There you go. Thank you. But he made out his will substituting a pill for that good. That's right. Phonetic and everything. Right. Thank you. And my friend Bill, he washes me still. He's made out his will, but substituting a pill for that good. That's very good. I'm using that. The royalties will be pouring in any minute. Oh, thank you. That's good. I missed that. I was so busy working on my next one-man show. It's going to be fun. I'm going to do it. I'm going to take that line, put it in there, and say, let everybody know you wrote it. It wasn't my idea. That's very funny. That's you know my brother Bill. You ever meet him? Yeah, well, he's a guitar player on the West Coast, but he's got asthma. He's very, very sick. He's planning his own death at this point. Yeah, and he really is. He's getting ready to take. Pardon me? I knew the name. I don't know if I knew him or not. Yeah. Well, like Phil Woods. I mean, Phil Woods planned his death, and when went about it peacefully. And that's what my brother's doing, because he's so uncomfortable. He's so goddamn. I mean, he's more than that. Big pain. He barely breathes. He's got asthma, COPD. It's tough. And so he talked to the whole family and all the 6 kids. We all got together and talked to him and said, you know, on Zoom and just told him. Of course, we support him. And we're trying to get our money together to give his wife take care of medical stuff like that. You know, so it worked out well. But he made out his will substituting a pill for a good old milk. That's awful, but it's going to be. I'm going to use it. They're going to find the first line. My good friend Bill, he watches my show still, and he's one of the few. But he's made out his will substituting a pill for that good old. Okay, if you don't want me to use it, you let me know, because other than that, it's going to be. Oh, I'd love to hear you do that. Ooh, I'd love to hear that. Do you ever do it? Do you ever perform it? Oh boy, I'd like to get that. I'm going to find my way up to your house, Bill. That'll happen. Be careful. Be careful of those plaques.
Of these foolish things, so I gave him a line that Dave Lambert wrote long ago, which is, you're a junkie brother and his friend the Viper, a parking ticket on my windshield
Woo! I'm just seeing. I'm just looking down at all the Viking talk on the text, because I didn't really look at it carefully. So now, anyway, I'll play it for you the next time you're there, and I'll have a nice good version. I will probably record a solid version just of the song we just made up, the lyric we just made up together. All right, Bill, take it easy. I'll see you Friday night.
Okay.
Thank you, brother. Bye-bye. Bye.
They're coming to get me. They will cause no harm. They're coming to get me. There's no need for alarm. Listen.
Seems about right. Your guys in Cromwell's dead. I'd run for him.
Where's the what?
Of neutron engines spewing antimatter. I can hear them in my room. I first heard them in the womb. They're coming to get me. They first came for me when I was small. My parents did not understand it all. I wished to go, but they would not let me, and that upset me.